Hey, man, let me talk to you a second. Hang on. Hold on. Stop walking. Let me talk to you a second, man. Okay. Hey, what's going on tonight?
I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all stuff.
Hang on.
Hey, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
In Arkansas, the Texarkana police are handcuffing that man who has not broken any laws.
Well, notice how they lead the handcuffs immediately. In a legal world, this is a de facto arrest. They aren't just talking, they seize his person. For this to be legal under the 4th Amendment, they need more than a feeling. They need evidence he committed a crime. Sorry, they don't have any.
Being detained right now?
Yes,
you are
you
being
are.
detained. It's investigative detention. All right? At this point, you are not in any trouble. You understand? But we're being told by multiple people that you were involved in all this.
The cops are referring to a shooting moments earlier that targeted him. Reginald James, a veterinary technician, landlord, and father of 3, was walking by one of his rental properties when men in a car opened fire on him, prompting him to run.
Okay, well, that's all right. Go ahead and get his identification, everything. We'll go.
You got an ID in your pocket, sir?
Under the law, Mr. James is not required to give up his ID, but he consents anyway, politely.
I'm going to pat you down for our safety, then.
Based on the Constitution and settled court decisions, the police are free to try and talk with Mr. James, but he is under no obligation to respond or answer any questions.
And you can actually talk to us.
And he makes his position clear.
Ain't got nothing to say to y'all. I'm trying to go home. Y'all stopped me for no reason.
No, we stopped you for...
I'm passing by and I fit a description.
You were pointed out,
That's okay.
so they may have all made a mistake when we work this out.
Y'all, it's cool though.
How do I go?
Because I ain't do. You stopping me for no reason.
Oh, okay.
Y'all gonna figure it out. I'm
A
a
little
college
bit-
graduate. I'm a homeowner. That's my home right there. That's my
Which
rental
one?
property right on the corner.
Okay, well, all you had to do was talk to us
I
a
ain't
little
have to
bit.
talk to y'all. I don't need to talk to y'all. You got me sitting here detained from
Yeah,
walking
you're
from the
detained.
store coming home.
Mr. James is correct. He is detained and handcuffed, though he's the alleged crime victim, and he has the right not to talk.
Right.
I don't have to deal with y'all.
At certain times you do, sir.
You didn't have
deal
to.
with you, Mr. McAdams.
Yeah.
What's your name, sir? Mr. Negron? Nice to meet you.
So you say you don't know nothing about nothing, you ain't got
answering
nothing.
no questions, bro. I'm not answering any questions.
Hey, if you keep yelling like that, you're going to try to find a way to
You
take you
making
to jail.
it
We're not wanting
worse.
that.
You're going to take me to jail then.
Hey, relax.
Thank you. Let me go.
He's a turd from over there. But multiple people pointed him out. That's what I got. That he was part of it.
Because you're
That's what he was
I
saying.
don't want to be bothered. I don't
So-
with y'all.
Thank you.
Joy Central. First 209 Central. I'm in route to 206.
This is racial profiling.
Having a camera.
This is racial profiling. We, the minority, we always experience this every day. Every day.
Has he identified himself yet?
No, he allowed me to get billfo out.
Okay. Well, as of right now, he's under arrest for obstruction.
That's right. For refusing to answer any questions, Mr. James is being arrested for obstruction.
Obstruction? You know, in Arkansas, I've done my research. Arkansas Statute 5-54-102 defines obstructions. Simply refusing to answer a question is not obstruction. In fact, Arkansas law, like Kelly versus State, says you need actual interference or a physical force. Silence is a Fifth Amendment's right. You have the right to remain silent. Remaining your silence, remain silence is not a crime. It's your right, and it is protected under the Fifth Amendment. The officers are literally inventing law in the fly here.
You have to identify yourself. I did. He has my ID.
Legal experts say that under the Constitution and the Arkansas Criminal Code, this is an unlawful arrest.
Yeah, that's
It's
unlawful.
even worse.
All we're trying to figure out what happened here. You're supposed to be the victim. You're the one being the and we're trying to help you.
Who's this guy?
After stating that Mr. James is supposed to be the victim, the police then speak to an eyewitness who confirms he was the victim.
So what did you see?
Well, I was sitting in my window right here in the living room window, and I was on the phone with her. I had my blinds up. All I seen was a blue Grand Marquis speeder outwards.
Coming out of the
out of the apartment. And then I seen him run that way, but the shots was already going on. I just made sure my kids was down and they was in the back room.
You heard shooting?
Yeah, he was running this way,
And he run in
across these people's yard.
Did the car look like it was after him?
Yeah,
Or, but which way they turned?
they turned this way.
They come up right behind him
Yeah.
then? And
And
then
he ran across this yard and over there in the place.
Oh.
Whoever stay over there.
in that great house in
Yeah.
the corner? I think he actually lives there.
He stayed there too.
So now that the police have been told Mr. James was the victim, not a suspect, do they let him go? Of course not. Instead, they run his name. But to the police supervisor's apparent frustration, the cops learn Mr. James has no arrest warrants.
All I care about
Yeah.
is does he have warrant for his arrest?
And you showed to be clear.
Okay. One, he's been now banned from housing. Banned him from housing.
At this point, the supervisor instructs his fellow officers to arrest and process Mr. James anyway.
You know, this is the most dangerous part of the video. You know, the second the witness says he's the victim, the reasonable suspicion clock reset to 0. Legally, the police must unlock those cops, but instead they double down. This is not police work anymore. This is ego management, and this policeman needs to undergo training, or maybe it's better to fire them.
If he doesn't want to identify himself, he's trying to walk away when we have a legal reason to stop.
That's when you grabbed him, man. I thought he's fixing to run.
I'll get you to transport him, do the arrest paperwork. I'll do the narrative stuff on.
Now, they ran his ID looking for a get out of jail free card. They were hoping for a warrant to justify the mistake they already made. When the system came back clean, that supervisor got frustrated. Why? Because he knows he's looking at a civil right lawsuit. And we, the taxpayers, we need to pay it. We're the one who's paying it.
Yeah, you're talking to the lady in the red
One
shirt.
officer claims to another that the information the eyewitness provided can be used to justify the original detention of Mr. James, and that Mr. James' refusal to talk was therefore obstruction.
We get the
How come refusal to talk is obstruction? It's very clear. We have the right to remain silent. It's a right. No, it's a right. This is the reason why the police in America, they need to be professional. At least it should be a bachelor's degree.
witness that says he involved, so we can justify why we make contact.
However, the courts have long held that police cannot use information gathered after the fact to justify detaining somebody earlier.
Let's get him transported out of here, and let's get him out of here so we can finish. Just come back here.
Furthermore, in this case, the eyewitness information made it clear Mr. James was not a suspect, just a target and a victim. And Mr. James was victimized twice, first by whoever tried to shoot him, and secondly by other men with guns, the police. The cops took Mr. James to a police station where they processed and booked him for obstruction. All of this happened in July 2022. The judge that was assigned to handle the criminal charge reportedly decided not to try the case in court, but rather place the charge under advisement.
Right. You know, Reginald James didn't just stand up for himself. He stood up for the Constitution. When you are the victim of crime, you don't lose your 4th and 5th Amendment rights. The Texarkana PD learned that the hard way in a court. If you want to see more breakdowns of tyrants meeting the law, hit that subscribe button. This is Daily Feed. Stays free. Thank you for watching, everyone.